This is everybody's day. This is everybody's day. Maybe I should introduce you to this ministry of causing things, because it's a ministry. The church is alien to it. We are used to priests that can bless, but a priest actually is one who has a strong handle on the realm of the spirit, and he knows what to bring. The reason why we have seen the kingdom of darkness swell as it has swelled is not just because the enemy is strong, it's because believers bless what they should cause. A cause is actually not a negative thing in its real essence. It's actually power. Just like a blessing. A blessing is not a car. If you ever bought a car, it's because you were blessed. That's from God. The enemy also has that kind of blessing. He blesses people to blind them. So somebody can be doing blood money. As long as it works, he thinks that he's being blessed. But captured in the word for the man who kills so that he can have money is a curse already. What I'm saying is, when God blesses you, you can do things. A curse is basically the release of a force to hinder men. So it doesn't affect the man. It may not actually kill him. He will die based on his degree of demonization. If the spirit has become bound to his human spirit, if you curse him, he will die too. But that's not what I'm after. A mandate is to populate the church. But we will not be alive and see any installation of darkness leave. If it is an altar, we will curse it. It will be deactivated. The priests will abandon it, because it can no longer bring the spirit. Watch this. One of the purposes why we have Matthew 6:10 is because God is spirit. And by the delegation of operations in the earth realm, a spirit cannot roam freely. Man can restrict the movements of a spirit. Is it new to you? As such, no matter how small a spirit is, it needs the cooperation of a man to operate. Because heaven is God's dwelling place. He's called the Father of Spirit. And he has given the earth, he has assigned the earth unto the sons of men. So what you call a priest is one who is first a man, who has gone into marriage with a spirit, and then through him the spirit begins to find expression. But he needs an interface with which to relate with the spirit. That's what you call an altar. So when you curse the altar, the only thing that happens is that the spirit comes but does not meet what he used to meet. So it will go back to where it came from. I've advertised the 10-point agenda, which is a 10-year plan this afternoon for Lautech to become God's praise among the nations. And I introduced it with the words, I'm just pleading, you don't have to. But it will take 10 years of laying one stone every year. Every new tenor that comes lays one stone and one stone and one stone. And the 10th generation will see the revival. We will see signs, because that's the prayer we prayed. We will see signs that we're advancing. But that wildfire that will consume this city will happen if we begin to lay the stones. Now, God may show us mercy as we progress, that in sessions we can do multiple laying. There's no system on ground to back the revival in love. System is blind and is deaf. That's my feedback. So we will pray that what blinded it will be deactivated, and what deafened it will be rid of wax, so that God can speak and men can hear. There are too many utterances hanging in the atmosphere. The contest is much. I walked through the gate and I passed beside the hall, and God told me they've not used this hall before. He said, but the spirit that uses it first will enter into governmental existence. So if God uses it first, the Holy Spirit will have expression. If they do a party in that place first, we are in trouble. So everything is in the balance now. Everything is in the balance. If we put weight, it will tilt in our sides. If we are this like a decicam. the enemy will win. You know, in chemistry, there's a state called equilibrium.